all new rewards and features. That's all for this week. I'll see you next time.
There are so many modes in NBA 2K, it's definitely easy to miss all that's there.
And if you haven't checked out My League or My GM yet, now's the time, because with NBA...
The sun setting over the busy metropolis. Now it's ended.
Kevin, thank you.
Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the small forward position.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Here is House. And stolen by Hayward. Here's Brown. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and considering he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, just incredible instincts from Russell Westbrook. How about that pass? On time, on target, make it easy.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. For 3, Hayward. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Covington finds Westbrook. It's tipped. Houston moving it around. Harden against Walker. Here's Tucker. Up again. And Harden on the follow.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And Harden with the stop.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
The three-pointer is right on target.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Covington passes to Tucker. Three-pointer. And another 3 from Harden. Harden's got 9 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Back to Brown. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Celtics have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. The Rockets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Inside, and Covington sends it back. They recover it. Smart misses.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Westbrook with the bucket. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Not going to go that time. Good D by Westbrook. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Rockets, trailing by 2.
Well, there's the all-out hustle Tucker is known for. Beats his man in transition easily.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
Feeds it to Tucker. It's stolen by Brown. It's Smart with the drive. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Harden with it. Picked up by Brown. Rebound Boston. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And Brown throws it down.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Rockets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Eric Gordon. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And the technical free throw is good.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Daniel House is checked in for Robert Covington. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Celtics have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. On defense, Houston, it's a 5-point game and finished off by Brown.
Yeah, this is the very definition of feeling it. Jaylen Brown taking smart shots and playing perfectly within the team schemes.
Now the pass to Green.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talks.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Celtics leading by 5. Outside Williams. Now Cantor. Brown the pass to Wanamaker. Cantor trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics. Pass to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Ben McLemore.
I just love how Gordon Hayward has become so crafty on the interior. He really just keeps the defense off balance.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Remarkable focus from the big man. Cantor shields the ball perfectly, keeps it away from the defense on the drive.
And Green gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Wanamaker. Back to Williams. To the middle. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, the 7-footer showing how easy it can be. Enes Kanter, aggressive.
To the paint. And it's blocked by Brown. They retain possession. Passes to Kira. Green with the ball. He's covered by Brown. Here's House. And Boston with the rebound.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Kemba Walker's checked in for Boston. To the wing right side. Outside Williams. Here's Walker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The shot's good from Cantor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And stolen by Hayward. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tries again. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got 8 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Walker's running. He feeds it to Hayward. Poked away. Kicks it to Cantor. Hayward goes in. And the shot is good. 8 points for Gordon Hayward. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Walker in the corner. Tatum passes to Cantor. Makes it off the glass. Cantor's got 10 points.
Well, Enes Kanter's size and finishing ability, it takes a lot to knock him off his path to the rim.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And have not had as much success in the paint this quarter. Everything has been from the perimeter.
Boston making a switch here. Tice is checked in. Outside Tatum. Looking for Tice. He gets it there. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Tice has got his first basket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Boston leading by 15. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's good from Gordon on the assist from McLemore. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Smart. Green with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Williams with the steal. That will count. The shot, no good. And so we wrap up the first half. Celtics lead by 15. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. It was a big-time first quarter for Jaylen Brown. He ended up with 15 points. And that'll do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. To the inside, Tice kicks to Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Outside Covington. Down low. Here's Tucker. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
The pass to Tatum. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's blocked. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Brown outside. Right side Tatum. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Tucker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. To the paint, here's House. Rebound, Boston. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Tice. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That is his first foul of the game. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. The Celtics also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Cantor. Cantor's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Rockets trail by 11.
And Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side.
Pass to Smart. Cantor inside. He's against Gordon. Here's Houston now. They're on a 12-4 run. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Williams is checked in. On the wing, Gordon. Harden scanning the floor. Clock at 6. The Rockets with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Rivers. And the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Nice shot by Smart.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Here's Wanamaker. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Williams dishes to Smart. Pass to Cantor. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And 12 points for Enes Kanter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Harden. This one for 3. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. They lead by 11. Nice shot by Smart.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
2 points. That one goes. Tucker's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, he's really finding his rhythm. Tucker lighting it up at an unusual pace tonight.
Wanamaker misses. Here's Gordon. Banked in off the glass. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
With 4 seconds on the clock, here's Wanamaker. And so it's Boston. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Ben McLemore is out there with Harden. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And Tice throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Rockets trail by 11. Passes it to House. And some nice passing there by Houston. Back to McLemore. There's the pass to House. To the inside. It's stolen by Tice. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Damari Carroll. And Brown drops them both.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism. Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Brown the pass to Walker. Now Tice, he's covered by Westbrook. And here's Hayward. In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to Hayward. Brown finds Walker. 6 to shoot. Inside. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Back to Tucker. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Stolen by Harden. McLemore with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. House the pass to Tucker. He's still hot. Now he is 9 of 10.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And the basket by Tatum.
The solid mechanics of Jason Tatum on display. How about the balance in a difficult finish?
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Robert Covington's checked in for Daniel House. And Gordon subbed in for Ben McLemore. Tatum, that's for 2. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gordon goes in, and Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
The kick out to Brown. Hayward on the wing, defended by Gordon. Hayward can't hit. Rockets trail by 11. And stolen by Tatum. Tice passes to Hayward. There's Brown with the 3. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident, stroking it from deep.
Tatum on the wing. Shoots the 3. No good on the shot. And it's Houston the other way.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Celtics.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jaylen Brown.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Outside Tatum shoots over Covington, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Brown wide open, he fires. The three-pointer no good. To the right side. Here's Westbrook to the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This guy's so skilled at navigating to the interior, and when Russell Westbrook is that close, he's going to score.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
your hands.
In this week's game tips, we're taking a deep dive through all the current gen My League modes in NBA 2K21.
The John Hancock Tower rising. And with pregame routine.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at center. Now here's Barton. It's rebounded by Tice.
Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Barton outside. And Barton throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Hayward. Passes it to Walker. From downtown. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Floats it up for Millsap. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Hayward.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward, with good awareness, finds the open man.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Millsap has the open look. Offline with his 3.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And here's Brown outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. In the corner, Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up. Boston making some changes. Cantor comes in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. He's watching. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
Now here's Murray. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And pushing it up, here's Boston, and the dunk by Tatum.
A savvy move by Tatum. He's not just running the floor, he's running with the purpose of exploiting a defensive weakness.
Porter passes to Craig, back to Porter. Jokic on the follow.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Down low. And that one is good.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Here's Walker, back to Cantor. And that one is off. And Denver the other way now. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Brown. And it's Denver with the rebound.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Porter finds Jokic. Back to Porter. Over Tatum. The second effort. Second chance shot. Porter, no luck. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. Here's Cantor. The putback, and it's Brown on the follow.
Oh, the never quit attitude of Brown. Outstanding at remaining engaged and keeping plays going.
Outside Porter. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Cantor. Back to Brown. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Brown's got 6.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a...
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Celtics, Williams is out there with Hayward. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1. Williams against Harris. Williams can't hit. The Nuggets trail. And it's Harris off the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Grant surveying the D. From down low. Plumlee, no luck. The Celtics with the lead and pushing it up. Here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Kev, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. And Denver also making a switch. Will Barton, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Barton passes to Plumlee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Williams. And it's Jason Tatum in for Marcus Smart. And a switcher also for Denver. Murray's checked in. Murray kicks to Porter. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown drives in. Yes, that goes in. Brown's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
The Nuggets with another miss. And here's Boston. They're on a 10-1 run. Shot left block. Here's Tatum. Knocked loose. The kick out to Brown. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Wanamaker the pass to Tice. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And Tice throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Brown finds Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Plays it up and banks it in. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Outside Tatum. Cantor trying to free himself up. Tatum's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Good work there as it goes. Cantor's got his first 2 points of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That is his first foul of the game. Walker's checked in for Brad Wanamaker. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Grant. Porter, no luck.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And he comes up with the deuce. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And so it's Boston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Mike.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. And that does it for our...
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5.
And this is something we saw in college. Tatum gets his hands on the ball, causing deflections and steals.
Hayward right side, Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And you got to respect the physicality of Millsap. He can energize his entire team with that level of activity.
Free throw drops for Millsap. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The Nuggets moving the ball around, stolen by Walker. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Tice finds Tatum. Right side to Walker. The pass to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Hayward. Walker's got 10 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg. I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
For a player who won a national championship in college and has been outstanding since coming into the NBA, Walker may still rate as one of the game's more underappreciated players.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. And that one's good. Millsap.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Back to Williams. He kicks it to Smart. Shoots from the corner. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morris, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Boston leading by 12. Williams inside. Morris is there. Passes it to Smart. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. One-on-one here. Floats it up for Millsap.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Hayward goes in. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. He's got 6.
Even though he's on the move and it takes some contact, Hayward keeps his balance and gets it down.
Williams kicks to Walker. He gets that one. And the Celtics lead by 14.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Out to Morris. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic passes to Morris. And a miss there on the triple. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Hayward. And the layup's good off the glass. Hayward's got 8 points.
All that work Hayward's done in the weight room has paid off. He can make those tough finishes through contact now.
Jokic finds Harris. On the wing, Harris. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Boston making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Williams. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. The Nuggets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Porter subbed in for Harris. Boston leading by 16. Here's Wanamaker. That shot no good. Nice D from Porter. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the dunk by Grant.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Hayward passes to Cantor. Boston again missing. Grant down low. And the dunk by Grant.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so it's Boston enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Nuggets trail by 12. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Enes Kanter is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Wanamaker in the corner. That's the Boston 5. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Kanter trying to free himself up, and Wanamaker gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Denver passing it around. Murray kicks to Barton. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
He thought he could snake over the top on that one, but that play more often than not gets called.
Celtics making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Millsap comes in for Plumlee, and it's Gary Harris in for Porter. There's the steal. And Brown throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Kicks to Harris. And after establishing, and here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Barton against Brown. That shot off. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. To the middle. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Brown. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his pass.
And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Walker with it. Brown outside. In the corner, it's Hayward. Fires the three. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets trail by 13. Jokic kicks to Murray. Martin from outside. The Nuggets with another miss. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. Pass to Hayward. Tatum on the wing. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Celtics lead by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, who could forget Jason Tatum's rookie year? I mean, in the 2018 playoffs, all he did was lead the Celtics in scoring at just 20 years old, taking Boston to Game 7 of the conference finals.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Semi Ojeleye comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Green in for Walker.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Bates Diop misses. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Porter, no luck. So it's the Celtics now. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Ojeleye, that's good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And again, Denver, no good. Here's Boston now. They've got a 13-2 run going. Tatum, count the basket.
You love the different ways that Tatum can score. Posting up, facing up, putting the ball on the floor. He's having a great night.
Morris passes to Vonleh. Fades away. That shot is off.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony,
Here, you can create your own dynasty with the roster of your dreams, or you can play customizable season and playoff experiences. Let's start with My League. This is your chance to create an 80-year experience where you'll be able to manage every facet.
The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Murray, good.
Pretty good instincts right there from Harris. He sees the defense moving, and then he just spotted the open guy.
It's Harden with the drive. Tucker the pass to Harden. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And the basket by Harden.
Yeah, great court awareness. Westbrook sizing up the D and doing a good job of locating the open man.
Tips it. Jokic on the follow.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Harden. He's got 5.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Tucker. Again, the Rockets score.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Now Jokic. Pass to Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer off the mark.
After nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Millsap's running. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Harden. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Millsap passes to Jokic. Covington with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Tucker. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Offensive rebound. Millsap. And he gets the whistle. 2. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw good for Millsap.
Well, Paul Millsap continues to work hard and continues to be an example of hard work paying off.
Houston leading by 3. Rivers finds Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. McLemore, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Porter, here we go. Green with the block. Here's McLemore. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Outside Millsap. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Green, and it's sent back by Plumlee. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nice change of speed from Gordon on the drive to the hoop. Love that aggressiveness.
Rivers against Morris. Millsap at the elbow. Down low. Stolen by Rivers. Here's McLemore. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Incredible assist there from Gordon. Just an awesome job getting his teammates involved in that play.
Morris kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Porter. Over McLemore. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Rockets ahead, up 5. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Millsap and Plumlee are playing up front. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And it's Houston on the break. Porter with the steal. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Rivers. And finished off by Porter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
And here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
From deep, McLemore. Plumlee with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Craig passes to Plumlee. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Gary Harris in for Torrey Craig. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMar Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Austin Rivers.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
And here's Harden for 3. But they get it back. Here's Westbrook. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Denver in the lead. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Here's Gordon. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. And there's the pass to Murray. Releases. And the jumper from down low is good. Murray's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris has checked in. Daniel House has checked in for Houston. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Grant the pass to Jokic. Back to Grant. And here's Jokic. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Tucker dishes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Passes to Covington. A second chance effort. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. It's deflected. Grant kicks to Harris. Grant the pass to Jokic. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Harden for 3. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that's his 2nd in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
It's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And the shot goes down.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
On the wing, Morris. He's covered by Westbrook. Jokic inside. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Jokic. Barton's got his first bucket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Nine seconds left to play here in the half. Harden missing again. Morris inside.
Respecting how Jokic can shoot the basketball as a big man, knows exactly where to pull up from.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. And that's going to do it for us.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Westbrook throws it down.
Well, he's edge of your seat material out in transition. Westbrook is equally adept at pulling up for the shot or taking it to the rack.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Big man powering to the rack. Doesn't happen much in the league anymore, but Jokic is showing us why it's still effective.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And stolen by Barton. Dishes it to Murray.
Well, I not only like the attack, but I love the angle of attack from Jamal Murray that time.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Gordon kicks to McLemore. Houston moving the ball around. Here's the break. Here's Jokic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jokic has got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the night. And the technical free throw is good. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Now here's McLemore outside. And it's Denver with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Rivers.
Like that he gets out and runs that time. That's well within the wheelhouse of Austin Rivers, finishing on the break.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Combine the fluid movement and the explosiveness, and Plumlee brings it down.
Releases. The second effort. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Green. Gordon, the pass to Rivers. There's McLemore. Porter pulls it in.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And he gets it to go. Craig's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Right wing. Pass to Rivers. Here's Carroll. Inside. It's tipped to the paint. Porter with it. Picked up by Rivers. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And Morris throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Gordon dishes to Green. Carroll kicks to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Rivers gets a wide open look. Another miss by Houston.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. The Rockets also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Morris against Gordon. Plumlee, the pass to Grant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Nuggets with some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Barton comes in for Porter. And it's Gary Harris in for Torrey Craig. Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Ben McLemore. Harden finds Carroll. Back to Harden. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And here's Barton. Now the feed to Millsap. Stolen by Tucker, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left to play in the third. Westbrook dishes to Tucker.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
And the turnover again by Denver.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Nuggets on top, leading by 14. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Paul Millsap out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Morris in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Harden's got 21 in the game.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in. To the middle. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Barton surveying the floor. Inside, here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Well, that's just sweet passing there for Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
And Tucker kicks to House. Harden way outside. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Barton. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. There's the pass to Grant. 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Harris. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Stolen by Harden. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Millsap finds Barton. Off target with his 3. Rockets trail by 14. Covington wide open. He fires. The rebound by Grant. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Harris passes to Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Grant against Covington.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Russell loves the challenge there, and he's in the heart of the defense, and he rips it out of him there.
Passes it to Harris. He kicks it to Grant. Back to Harris. And he makes that one. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Harris is used to the contact, exceptional at scoring despite getting hit on that shot.
Millsap has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. Covington into the lane. And a deep three from Harden. Here's Tucker. Some solid defense from Grant. The Nuggets leading by 13. Harris passes to Millsap. Outside Porter. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Harris. Millsap dishes to Murray. No good from outside. Now the Rockets with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The three from Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Millsap. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Houston takes possession. Rivers with it. Here is Mbamute. Misses there. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry.
have the skills to navigate through NBA history and leave a lasting legacy on the league, this.
The Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. The Boston faithful waiting to...
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward spot. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5. And here are the Rockets now after Jaylen Brown's miss. Westbrook passes to Tucker. Harden outside. Puts up a 3. Hayward grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Boston has possession. Brown against Covington. The kick out to Tatum. Outside, Walker. The pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. It's Brown on the wing. Hayward dishes to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Tice trying to break free. Here's Hayward. He gets it in there.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
Now here's Covington. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Hayward against Harden. And Tice gets it to go.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Harden can't hit.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. The kick out to Walker. Down low. Here's Tatum. And Eric Gordon pulls it down.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Harden, and he banks in the layup.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Now, here's Tice. Pass to Tatum. Tice with the ball. Out to Hayward. And Hayward at the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Houston also making some changes. Green comes in for Daniel House. And McLemore subbed in for James Harden. McLemore, the pass to Green. The feed to Tucker. Back to Green. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D from Cantor. It's a hand on it. The kick out to Tatum. From deep. The shot will not fall. So Houston will take it the other way.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook.
It's not a problem at all for Tatum to punch it down. Length and athleticism makes the flush an easy shot.
Makes it off the glass. Tatum's got 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Cantor finds Williams. Another shot. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
That one drops for him.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Tatum. He has 6. Pass to Wanamaker. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Here's Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Stolen by Gordon. Pull up Jay. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Rivers, Robert Covington out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Harden, and it's Green in at the 5, home in the paint.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Smart with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up.
Yeah, nice play by Smart. Under control in transition, something also he's improved at.
Rivers passes to Covington. It's Smart with the drive. Basket good. Smart's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams, and it's Williams in for Smart. The 3 from Harden. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Here's Tice. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Tice has got his second basket of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Brown. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
And Harden launches it from deep. The rebound by the Celtics.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
And so he hits both. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
And, you know, that's exactly what you want from your point guard. Get the ball to the open guy on time and on target.
To the paint, they need this. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Tice gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 20.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Here's Walker. And the layup falls.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
The three from Harden. Rebounded by the Celtics. Hayward's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And the Celtics making a change here. Wanamaker's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And McLemore's subbed in for James Harden. Here's McLemore. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
And it's blocked by Gordon. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's good, 2 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Tice. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Williams. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. The Rockets also changing it up. Damari Carroll's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Stolen by Tucker. Pass to Gordon. Back to Tucker. He feeds it to Gordon. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Right side, Williams.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Kanter's hands.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Out in front of the half is Boston. They are dominating the scoring, leading by... And
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
And Tucker kicks to Covington, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Houston shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And so he hits the technical free throw. Harden inside the 3-point line. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Houston moving it around. The 3 from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Stolen by Westbrook. Harden, no good.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts. Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Smart misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for 2nd all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robinson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
Here's Brown. Up again, and Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. An elite scorer demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Back to Covington. Here's Harden on the wing. Tucker, the second chance points on the tip in. Tucker's got 7.
P.J. Tucker always active on the boards and doesn't give the defense a chance to box him out.
Smart passes to Brown. Back to Smart. For 3. The offensive rebound.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Tucker the pass to Harden. Walker with the rebound.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way. Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And the pass to Brown. Back to Smart. 1:02 left in the 3rd. Lets it go with a 3. And no good. And Houston the other way now.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Smart finds Brown. No good on the 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. Here's Tucker. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots. 35 seconds left in the 3rd. Brown dishes to Smart. Passes to Walker. The kick out to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. The 3-ball buries the long-range jumper. 11 points in the game.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Now here's Rivers. Out to the right wing. In the corner, it's Gordon. It's Carroll on the wing. Over to the wing. Here's Green. Yep, it counts.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Jamari Carroll is out there with Green, and it's Rivers, and it's Thabo Sefolosha, and it's McLemore in at the 2. 4 on the clock. Langford, the pass to Cantor. Over Rivers, keeps it alive, and Williams is right there.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
To the middle, here's Carroll. An easy 2 points on the layup. Carroll's got his first basket of the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
It's stolen by Carroll. Here's McLemore, and McLemore slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
One-on-one fast break. Trying to find Green. He's got it now.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Williams finds Green. Here's Langford. The Celtics working the ball around now. On the wing, Williams. He tries for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And they're moving it up. McLemore, the pass to Green. Over Williams. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some changes for Boston. Williams comes in for Enes Kanter. And Shemi Ojeley's subbed in for Green. And a change for the Rockets. Houses checked in.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Feeds to Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Out to Hayward. Brown outside. And that time, also a missed shot. Rockets trail by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Gordon Hayward.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Tatum passes to Tice. Unloads. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Celtics lead by 21.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throw drops for House. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Wanamaker. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Langford. Here's Cantor. Here's Ogilvy. Pass to Wanamaker. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's foul number 2 for him. Long range from the inbound. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Boston easily grabbing. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
the league? This is your chance to find out. My league also has 2 main game modes, offline and online. If you're playing offline, you'll be able to choose which franchises you'll take control of and which franchises will be run by computer. But if you're up for some online gaming, then you'll
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. For DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at center. And for the Nuggets, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Some athleticism on display. Jason Tatum, the speed, the strides on the drive.
For 3, Harris. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about the outstanding concentration from the veteran? Kemba Walker, so adept at staying in control through these finishes.
Now here's Barton. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
A nice shot by Tatum.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3.
And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Count it. Walker's got his second basket.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Denver with the ball. It's a 10-point game. To the right side. Millsap finds Harris. Knocks it loose. Outside for Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Can they get it? And the rejection by Tatum. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Denver. Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. The Celtics also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 10.
Hey, right here.
And Plumlee kicks to Morris. And the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Second shot opportunity. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Williams, he's checked in for Brown. Boston shooting their first free throw of the evening. And that one falls for Tatum.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
Craig, good.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Tatum. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Tatum's got 11 points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Grant. Morris. And Cantor pulls it down.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Porter looking it over. And he gets the whistle. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. And he ends up missing both free throws. Boston leading by 15. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Craig passes to Porter. Inside. The shot's good from Plumlee.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Wanamaker. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Porter at the elbow. Here's Craig. Rebound by Williams.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart. Tatum's got 15.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Back to Morris, taken away by Williams. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Denver gets it back. And so it's Boston with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Boston, we've got Williams. Also Williams out there. Hayward out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Wanamaker in at the 2-guard. Millsap. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That's good from Plumlee. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Great positioning on the putback.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
For three, Murray. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And that one falls for Williams.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt, has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
I don't think you can let Gordon Hayward get free around the rim. This guy will throw it down and leave no doubt.
And Barton throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But, Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
And stolen by Barton. Stolen by Walker. Down low. Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, how about the awareness of Kemba Walker? Make your teammate feel good with a pretty pass, Kemba.
Murray, no good. Boston leading by 21. And it's blocked. Hayward finds Walker. Brown with it. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Williams. He can't get it to go. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Millsap. The rebound by the Celtics. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Tice, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the basket by Harris.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And Tice throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. The 3 from Tatum. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Craig. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Celtics. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And Cantor is a solid athlete now. This guy, a determined driver who can get to the rim with those long strides.
On the wing, Morris. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And the technical free throw is good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yep, that one goes in there. Craig's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Tatum passes to Wanamaker. Now here's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
That's good from Cantor on the assist from Smart. Cantor's got his second bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
The shot's good from Cantor.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Stolen by Smart. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside, Tatum kicks to Williams. Outside, Smart. The pass to Wanamaker. Tatum on the wing. Plenty of space. No points there, only his third miss in 10 attempts from the floor. Cantor against Grant. Stolen by Cantor. 3 seconds left. And Butcher's the dunk. And so it's Boston.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 50. And that
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Boy, I'll never forget how close Gordon Hayward came to creating one of the seminal moments in college hoops history, nearly winning the national championship with a half-court shot at the buzzer. But alas, Butler falls just short.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Floats it up for Jokic. It's deflected. They recover it. A second chance effort.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Brown, good. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
Wide open look here for Murray. Denver gets it back. Millsap. Harris outside. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Barton finds Jokic. Goes back up. Rebound Boston. Left side Tatum. Pass to Tice. Back to Hayward. Now here's Tice. He's covered by Murray. Right wing. Walker the pass to Tice. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams is checked in. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. And the dunk by Brown.
I'll tell you allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Pass to Smart. Millsap with the steal. And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Plumlee. The kick out to Porter to the left side wing. Second chance shot. And it's Murray laying it in. Murray's got his first bucket in this one.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Passes it to Tatum. Over to the left wing. Here's Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Grant is checked in for Millsap. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And then for Boston, Enes Kanter's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Brown.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
To the paint. Now the pass to Wanamaker. Smart on the wing. Walker the pass to Kanter. Here's Wanamaker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Celtics have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. And it's Brown in for Walker. The Nuggets trail by 18. Porter dishes to Plumlee. Pass to Craig. Beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Craig's got 9 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Smart finds Hayward. Hayward on the wing. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. And stolen by Hayward. They're running. Moving it up. Plumlee with the steal. Oh, Porter in position.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hayward passes to Wanamaker. Dishes it to Kanter. And it goes down 2 points. He's got 8.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
And taken away by Brown. Here's Smart. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Morris looking over the floor. From past the arc. Craig can't get it to go. 1 second left. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Boston out in front by 7. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Smart in at the point guard. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 17. And that one's good, Barton.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Brown, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
One-on-one here. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Brown. It's stolen by Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Got that one up quick.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Brown, good.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And stolen by Hayward. Here's the break. Here's Smart. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Barton with some nice D. Here's Craig, defended by Hayward. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter. Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Tatum. Here's Brown. Tice trying to break free. And Hayward is right there. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Gordon Hayward may not have the biggest frame in the NBA, but this guy will make up for it with aggressiveness.
At the line for your Nuggets.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
At the line for 2.
And Jokic drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Tice kicks to Tatum. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Tice, no good. The Nuggets trail by 13. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got 4 rebounds in this game. Tatum, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. .143 left in the fourth. And there it is for him. And it's 8 points for Kemba Walker.
Listen, if you're going to give Kemba Walker that kind of shot, he will take it. Makes it look easy.
Murray finds Harris. Inside, here's Millsap. That one doesn't drop. And the Celtics going the other way now. It's Brown with the drive. Nuggets running out of time. Millsap passes to Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Shooting for Denver, Will Barton.
That free throw good from Barton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Boston leading by 11. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Left side, Brown. No good from 18.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Murray kicks to Harris. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Millsap, and that misses everything. And here's Boston. They lead by 11. Now here's Hayward. Brown wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Barton surveying the floor, launches it. The Nuggets with another miss. Hayward on the wing, and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that
you'll be able to create your own customizable league that you and your friends can play in. The more the merrier.
Another game mode within my
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward position. Now here is Harris. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Here's Barton. Murray left side. The pass to Jokic. Covington knocks it loose. And it's Houston on the break. And here they go. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Here's Millsap. Westbrook with the block. Harden scanning the floor. Westbrook, and Westbrook is right there.
Well, for a point guard, Westbrook hits the boards hard. He's fantastic at keeping plays alive.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Westbrook with it. Out guarded by Murray. And Harden with the stuff.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And Harden launches it from deep. Another miss by Harden. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Barton. It's stolen. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Harden. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the game to go. Floats it up for Millsap. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Covington finds Westbrook. And here's Harden for 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Feeds it to Millsap. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Houston running again. And the jam by Harden.
The athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to House. Back to Harden. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Houston making some changes. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Then McLemore comes in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Denver, Plumlee comes in for Jokic. And it's Grant in for Paul Millsap. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, and a junkyard dog just showing his aggressiveness attacking the rack. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so Grant will bring it up for the Nuggets. 6-point game. Morris passes to Plumlee. The kick out to Porter. Fires from deep. Denver the rebound. On the wing, Porter. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. And the Rockets take it the other way. Plumlee, no luck.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Shoots from the baseline. Another miss by Houston. The Nuggets trail by 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Plumlee kicks to Grant. There's the lob to the hoop. Plumlee, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Morris passes to Plumlee.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a number standpoint?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Damari Carroll is out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Green, and it's McLemore in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Gordon dishes to Green, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. It's stolen by Carroll. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Houston moving it around. Kicks it out to Gordon. Out left to the wing. Back to Carroll. Takes the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Passes it to Craig. The kick out to Porter. Here's Craig. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here we go, one-on-one. Gordon inside. Covered by Morris. The layup missed. Outside, Porter. Over Green. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Porter.
And guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
Carroll against Grant, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Rivers, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Craig. He kicks to Morris. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's Houston on the break. Rivers has got the ball, trying to get something going. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Morris. And that'll be 2 for... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Millsap with a sensational play. Millsap's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Craig passes to Millsap. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Denver. Top of the line, competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
Harden dishes to Tucker. And again, the turnover by the Rockets. And the Nuggets making a change here. Harris has checked in. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Covington with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Westbrook.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
Left side, Harris. Murray outside. Down low, stolen by Tucker. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Covington. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Covington's got his first points of the night.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
On the wing, Harden. For the 3. The shot comes out, and it's Denver the other way. Here we go, 1-on-1. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And that's going to be a travel. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Harden with the stuff.
Way to showcase the court vision. Westbrook, I mean, he gets his teammates some wide open looks.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. To the paint. Here's Tucker. There's the feed to House. Kicks it out to Harden. From deep three-point range, it doesn't go for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 2. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Houston came ready to play. Tenacious on both ends of the floor, they took command.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Barton in at the small forward. Harden's shot is good.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Outside for Murray. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Here's Millsap. Back to Jokic. Murray outside. Inside. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Paul Millsap. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Houston making a switch. Gordon's checked in, and so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
For the Rockets, Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Tamari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. And it's Michael Porter in for Barton. McLemore, no good.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And it's Houston on the break. Carroll's running, and Westbrook throws it down.
And the vertical Westbrook possesses is tremendous. I mean, he uses it to perfection on these dunks.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Rockets, P.J. Tucker comes in for Green, and it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Plumlee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Murray. And pushing it up is Houston Rockets again in transition. And finish off by Rivers.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He's wide open.
Grant. Carroll with the rebound.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Nuggets. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Grant in the post, guarded by McLemore. And he makes that one. Grant's got it all tied up now for Denver. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Carroll, no one around him. The Rockets again can't hit. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Porter kicks to Grant. That one falls.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Houston moving the ball around. The shot's good. Tucker's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Carroll's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gordon. Banked in off the glass. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the wing on the left. Back to Porter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
And Tucker kicks to McLemore. And there's the pass to Rivers. From deep. Plumlee with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Houston making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. And Denver also making a switch. Millsap's checked in. Porter passes to Plumlee. He dishes it to Millsap. Gordon with the defensive effort. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shots good by McLemore.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Porter finds Plumlee. First trip to the line for him here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for McLemore. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for Morris. Will Barton comes in for Porter. And it's Jamal Murray in for Torrey Craig.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Barton in the corner. The 3. Rockets with the rebound. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Stolen by Harden. All alone. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now
And so it's Houston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Millsap kicks to Jokic. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assists. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And now the Nuggets, fast break. Yep, that one goes.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Outside, Covington. Harden way outside. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the inside, Millsap. Jokic finds Millsap, misses in close. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. And that one, good. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And wasting no time in transition, really pushing the pace.
Barton outside, inside, Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Count the basket. 12 points for Jokic.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. To the middle, deflects the pass. Stolen by Tucker. And it's Houston on the break. Westbrook leading the charge.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray surveying the D. Millsap dishes to Harris. Back to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And he's had some huge games over the course of his career, and he's in the midst of having another one. Millsap's just telling everybody, get out of his way.
And here's Harden for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Harden's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets. Barton outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Lots of room. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Millsap trying to get open. Murray, no good. Houston leading by 3. Covington with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Covington's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. That one goes. Counted.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And some nice passing there by Houston. From deep, Harden. Good on the triple. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Harris passes to Millsap. And Covington sends it back. Here's Westbrook. And he hammers that one down right on the face of Jamal Murray.
Can you believe that? This is why we love this game. Westbrook finding a way to come up.
Got it. And now they trail by just 4. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden left side. Outside Covington. 6 to shoot. Jokic with the steal.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Danuel House. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Harden. Eric Gordon on the wing. Harden outside. From deep 3-point range. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here's Gordon, and the miss. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris